What does this mean to you all? Well, Career Clusters is a part of now and in the future. It's a win-win for learners, parents, educators, and businesses. With the Career Clusters framework, we can be flexible. A student isn't tagged into a career cluster. They can look at what courses we offer within each career cluster and pick and choose different courses to take throughout their high school education, because their core high school graduation requirements don't change. It's their elective options that change. So what's the benefit to students for taking different courses? Say they take 8 different credits within 8 different career clusters in their high school educational experience. Well, then they've figured out 8 things that they like or don't like, or a combination of likes and dislikes, and so they've already explored those things before they move into the post-secondary setting. So again, it saves time and money. Career Clusters also fits into any educational setting. We're using it in the comprehensive high school. There are specific Career Cluster academies in Kansas. There are magnet schools and charter schools specifically set up this way, but we're choosing to use it in a comprehensive high school, so it can be used in a variety of ways. So what's important for you to know? Well, know that we have approved Career Cluster pathway programs of study here at the high school. If you'll notice going through the enrollment handbook when it comes out, you will see that we have introductory, technical, and application level courses. So what does that mean if a student asks you that question? Well, the idea is similar to if you took Spanish 1, 2, 3, 4, you need to take 1 first, 2 second, 3, 4, so on. We want students as much as possible to take introductory courses first, because that gives them that broad base of knowledge and skills that they need. Then they can take technical level courses, which gives them more specific knowledge and skills that they learn. And then the application level are for applying those knowledge and skills in courses. They may be out on a job site. They may be doing some work specifically for the school district. It could be a variety of things, but they're actually taking that and utilizing that knowledge and skills, not just learning more knowledge and skills. That's a piece of it, but they're actually using it in real life situations. So if someone asks you about that, that's what that means. Articulation agreements is something else you need to know about. We already have some in existence, and we will be doing more as we bring more programs online. An articulation agreement is basically an agreement between a secondary and a post-secondary institution. We have several with Manhattan Area Technical College. We also have some with Kansas State University. Basically, if a student takes the series of courses that we offer at the high school, gets a certain grade, and on an end-of-program assessment gets a certain score, then they get credit for those courses at the post-secondary institution and can already move on into other courses. Our best setup right now that we have is in automotive technology. If they take automotive tech 1, 2, and 3 and get a certain score on the NATEF exam, then they're able to get 12 hours of credit at MATC and move on as already basically a second-year student and have 1 year to graduate versus a 2-year program. So it's a good thing. KSDE is also setting up articulation agreements statewide, and they've got about 35 to 40 set up now, so we can take advantage, our students take advantage of articulation agreements with Fort Hays State, Pittsburgh State, Butler County, Cloud County, Barton County, MATC, Kansas State University. So we are expanding that more and more every day, so our students need to be aware of that they can take advantage of those things. Again, it saves time and money for both the student and families. There's also an emphasis being placed on career readiness in any of the national legislation being proposed. College and career readiness is a strong term emphasized throughout. Our governor's proposals in the last couple of weeks have dealt with career readiness and additional funding for career and technical education. So career and technical education is going to expand possibly in other areas. Other teachers might be considered as CTE teachers in the future. We don't know. It's still being designed. So just be aware that it's always changing, and the idea is to benefit the students for a seamless education, secondary through post-secondary and into the workforce. I was at attendance also last week at the Governor's Summit on Career Readiness, the first ever in Kansas history that I'm aware of. I did take my iPad and taped some of the different speakers that were there. It was the first time that I and many other people in the room have ever seen the governor, regardless of your political affiliation. He's the leadership of the state, the Board of Regents at post-secondary, KSDE with secondary, and business and industry, sitting down at the same table talking the same language about career readiness, and that we need to be doing better in our schools and our education system in order to prepare students. So just be aware that you're going to see and hear more things about this as time goes on. The following are just a list of resources that you can use to find out more about the Career Cluster information on Manhattan High School, Kansas, U.S. Department of Education, and just some other resources that you might be able to utilize if you want some more information. If you have any questions or concerns or comments, I ask that you get onto the wiki page and on curriculum analysis go into the discussion tab, and there is a discussion tab for career clusters, and any questions or comments you want to post, you can put them there and we'll try and get them answered. I will also post this PowerPoint on the wiki page, so if you want to be able to directly hyperlink into any sites that are listed, you can do so. Have a good day. Thank you very much.